in just 1 hour, then why can't they catch these people even after 10 years? My simple question. Many a times, we don't even catch the people. The culprits are never caught. In the time when Malagaon blast or the Ajmer blast, immediately the media carried saying that the Muslims are involved. But later we came to know that Swami Asimanand is involved in that. Pragya is involved. Then what happened? The media comes to know that Muslims are not involved. Many a times it so happens that Muslims are falsely implicated. Just recently in Karnataka, 3 of the youngsters are being released. One amongst them is Mutiur Rahman. They were all caught by the crime, Central Crime Branch Bureau. They caught some youngsters, and out of that 3 of them are released. The NIA, the investigation agency, the National Investigation Agency, has found it to say that these people are innocent and they have been left free now. But who is going to pay the price? These officials. What has happened? The youngsters are caught. They were made nude. All these are confessions. Confessions by Mutiur Rahman and these people. And they have poured petrol on private parts. And these things have been done on those innocent people. Why all these things happen? Arundhati Roy recently, she started speaking, the great writer, she started speaking about the hanging of Afzal Guru. Not me, I'm not speaking, I'm talking about what Arundhati Roy is saying. She has said, and it has come in guardian.co.uk, that the hanging of Afzal Guru is the stain on India's democracy. Who's saying this? Not Ummer Sherief, Arundhati Roy. She's saying that. And she says there are no evidences. She says that there is no proof. She says that he was not even given a lawyer or advocate to defend the case. There are so many people bringing these revelations. As far as Islam is concerned, during the times of Gandhiji, if you read the media of those times, you will not find Muslims' names connected with terrorism. This name terrorism has been given to the Muslim community very recently, say about 30 years ago. Because this is a political approach. It is a political approach to make the Muslims feel weak in their own lands. They want to make you feel, morally demotivated. That you feel that you have something weakness in your religion and you don't have the commitment and the confidence in you to raise your head above your shoulder. That is what the approach is. But don't fear for all of these things. Inshallah ta'ala, Allah is there with us. وَلَا تَخَافُوهُمْ وَخَافُونِي إِن كُنْتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ. Allah says, don't fear them. Fear me if you are truly believer. Allah says, do not fear anybody in this world. Fear only me if you are truly believers. As far as Islam is concerned, Islam is against suicide bombing. There are many revelations which say that 9/11, it is not done by Muslims. You go to now you can go and ask Sheikh Google. Sheikh Google? You ask him one command, he gives you all the things. Good and bad, everything he gives you. You just have to go to Google and say, loose change. And you'll find all the information saying that 9/11 was not done by Muslims. You go to Google and go for Richard Gage. Richard Gage, the architect in the US, he says this cannot be done by the collision of the flights. It has to be done by implanting mastered and structured dynamites to bring the building down. There was a free flow. If you see the free flow of the building falling down, it is a clear proof that the building does not fall down in that way. It can fall down in that way only when it is mastered and, fixed the correct dynamites in appropriate places to bring the buildings down. So these are all the things which are given by non-Muslims. Charlie Sheen, the movie actor, he is saying that 9/11 is not done by the Muslims. So, we Muslims should be equipped with the modern information, with the current information. We should get ourselves equipped and share it with the people. Muslims are for peace. Islam is a peaceful religion because it is coming from Allah, the peace. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Allahumma antas salam. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he has taught us in the dua, Allahumma antas salam wa minkas salam tabarakta ya dhal jalali wal ikram. Allahumma antas salam, oh Allah, you are the peace. Wa minkas salam, from you is all peace. Tabarakta ya dhal jalali wal ikram. You are the most honorable and noble one. So inshallah ta'ala, we have to carry our heads above the shoulder and tell to the world, inshallah ta'ala, the Muslims are for peace, inshallah ta'ala.
Next question. Any doubts from our sisters?
Assalamu alaikum. My question is that, as you mentioned, that media is impacting that terrorism has connection with Islam. And many non-Muslims and even some Muslims agree to what media says. Is there any permanent and universal solution to this problem so that we can change the idiotic mindset of the people?
Brother, please repeat your question.
Is there any permanent solution for this problem?
What problem?
That media is impacting that terrorism has connection with Islam. How can we change the mindset of the people?
Mindset of media.
Mindset of the people who are reading the news of media.
MashaAllah ta'ala, brother asked a very good question. When the media is projecting Muslims to be connected with terrorism, how can we change the today's image of Muslims? We the people who have to work towards it, inshallah ta'ala. Today media is in our hands. Earlier, people used to dictate, like in the pyramid. The top used to be BBC and CNN, and whatever they give, the whole of the world used to take it in the ground. Today it is inverse pyramid. The world has got access to media. The Facebook and the YouTube, what you may think that is so simple, but it connects with the world. Just one click, people can hear to your voice. And we have to connect ourselves to impart this knowledge, inshallah ta'ala. Inshallah ta'ala, there are many ways, inshallah, like this conferences, and then one-to-one discussions, going and meeting the dignitaries, and then trying to get some slot in TV channels, in Malayalam, in English, in Urdu, or whatever languages, try to get in and trying to put in the real information to the masses, inshallah ta'ala.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, sir.
Myself, Muhammad Sanaullah. I'm a student of JNU doing my MPhil in Arabic. My question is, as you mentioned in your speech, that if I ask those who are against the corporal punishment, like Rajm in Islam, if your daughter or your sister has been raped, then what your answer? He will answer that I will kill him. So it's the answer. But to the current era, when we are living in which there is a big, I think, detailed discussion on corporal and punishment. So is the answer to blame the people? I know some people personally that if I ask them, if your sister has been raped, what you will do? He will give me the answer that I will forgive him. So if he say I will forgive him, then what will your answer be?
Very good question brother has posed. That in my talk I said, you ask anybody that if your mother or your sister or your daughter has been raped and the rapist is brought in front of you and you being made the judge, what judgment you will give? So people generally say, I would put him to death. Or some of them say, I would want to torture him to death. But brother said, what if somebody says no, I would forgive him. If he wants to say that I would forgive him, then we understand how much of love he had for his mother and his daughter and his wife. A person who loves his mother and who loves his daughter and wife, he would never say this. If a thorn pricks his daughter's finger, you will find the father crying. If the wife, her finger is burnt, the husband would start worrying about it. That's a true husband. But if a husband or a father or a brother does not feel for his sister or his mother being raped, then it shows that he doesn't have humanity in his heart. He doesn't have love for his close relatives. But those exceptional cases are those, maybe there are there, who may be of those who don't have the human values in place. But if you ask the majority who have got the natural inclination towards peace and justice, they would give the answer which I said. Like most of them, they may say that they don't believe in God. They may say that they don't believe in God. But in the conversation, if they are fighting with somebody, that, somebody is depriving him of his rights, somebody is supposed to give him money and he's not giving, he would say, there is someone watching you in the heavens, be careful. Automatically he says. In Tamil they say, Mele or terka jaag kar diya re. I don't know in what they say in Malayalam. Upar wala dekh raha tumko. He will say that. So who is saying there is someone there in the upar? So automatically you are programmed. Similarly, if something falls down, most of them they say, oh my God. They say, oh my God. Why are you remembering God? Well, that is programmed in their hearts. Similarly, peace and justice. If they want to see peace and justice, when they see what is Islam giving a solution, their hearts will say that this is the right thing. But there may be people, their tongues may reject just for the sake of it, but their hearts would say, Inshallah.
Last chance. Any sister? Any questioner from sister spot? So we are going to wind up the question and answer session, and this is the last chance. We're forced to wind up the session because of the time limitation. No doubt delegates will get chance near the